Princess Diana and the Magical Shoes. Once upon a time, in a world not so different from our own, there lived a princess named Diana. She was beloved by the people, not just for her beauty, but for her kindness. She had a heart that shone brighter than the crown she wore, always finding ways to help those in need. One evening, while wandering through the bustling streets of London in disguise, Diana found herself in a quiet, cobblestone alley. A small, dimly lit shop stood at the end, its wooden sign barely visible. Madame Celeste's Enchanted Wares. Curious, Diana stepped inside. The scent of lavender and old books filled the air. Behind the counter, an elderly woman with silver hair and piercing blue eyes smiled at her. "Welcome, dear princess," the woman said, before Diana could even introduce herself. "You know who I am?" Diana asked, surprised. "I know many things," the woman replied, "and I know why you are here, even if you do not." Diana glanced around. The shop was filled with strange and wonderful items, mirrors that whispered, rings that glowed, and scarves that shimmered like moonlight. But one thing caught her eye, a pair of delicate glass slippers, resting on a velvet cushion. "They are not ordinary shoes," the woman said, following Diana's gaze. "They carry the magic of compassion. Whoever wears them will walk in the footsteps of those in need and feel their joy, their sorrow, their struggles." Diana hesitated. "What do you mean?" "Try them on," the woman urged. As soon as Diana slipped her feet into the shoes, the world around her changed. She was no longer in the shop. She stood in a small, dimly lit room where a mother rocked a crying child, her face weary with hunger. Then, in the blink of an eye, she was in a hospital ward where a little boy lay in bed, eyes filled with sadness. Again the world shifted. She was in the rain, beside a homeless man shivering on the streets. With each step she took, Diana felt everything, the pain, the fear, the hope of the people she visited. The shoes carried her from one life to another, showing her struggles she had never truly understood before. When she finally removed them, she was back in the shop. Tears glistened in her eyes. "I must do more," she whispered. The old woman smiled knowingly. "And that, dear princess, is the real magic." From that day on, Diana's kindness grew even stronger. She walked among the people, not as a distant royal, but as someone who truly understood their hearts. She held hands with the sick, comforted the poor, and fought for those without a voice. And though the magical shoes remained in the little shop, she no longer needed them. For now, she carried their magic in her own heart. And so, the princess became more than a fairy tale. She became a legend of love, forever remembered as the Queen of Hearts.